video blog. It's week 11. I can't even tell you what day it is because I haven't updated this for so long. I can't actually remember. But I've started week 11. I've done 10 full weeks of contest diet prep. I don't know why. I've honestly been so busy that I just haven't had time to actually be able to do this, to actually make the time to be able to do this. Because the last video I did, I had a treat meal, didn't I? Yeah, I'd had my treat meal, and then my cardio had gone up, and so I started hammering the cardio a lot more, to the point where I was training to sheer exhaustion. I was really pushing it to death. I mean, I'm talking weight training really heavy, cardio really hard cardio. And for a long period of time, for a long sustained period of time, and I was doing that every single day, and got to the point where last week I was absolutely exhausted. I was going to the gym and everyone was suddenly saying to me, "You look ill." They just said to me, "You look ill." They're like, "Your face, we don't know what the hell's happened to you. Your face has completely gone in, your eyes, you've got really dark circles under your eyes. They say you look ill. We want to actually just feed you." And crew, I felt exhausted. I felt physically exhausted. It was coming up to the weekends, and no lie, I would be driving home from the gym and I would be crying because I was that tired. And I just didn't, just mentally, I think I put myself under so much pressure of, I need to look a certain way, I need to be a certain way, I need to this, I need to this, and it's been building up for quite a while. This has been building up for quite a while, but my husband didn't really know to what extent it was building up in my head, and I just thought it was, he just said to me, I just thought it was, the dieting was pushing me over the edge. But it wasn't. The dieting, I can cope with it. It was kind of like my mental state of mind. I don't know, I think I lost it for a while, to be honest. I think that's also why I didn't do a video. I kind of lost it for a while, and I wasn't feeling good within myself at all. And kind of over the weekend, we just sort of, I think he saw the state that I was in, and I had a complete meltdown, and everyone said to me, "You need to eat." They're like, "You need to eat." And I felt like I needed to eat, and I have been told that, especially with the results that I've had, that once every few weeks I can have a treat meal. I have been told that, and I didn't want to have one, but Steve's like, "You need it, you really need it." So I just had a small portion of chips, small piece of cod, and I felt so much better for it. I think I just mentally needed it because I was so exhausted. And I had a bit of an epiphany, really, because I kind of just stood back and I thought, why the hell am I doing all this? What am I actually doing? What am I trying to prove? Who am I trying to prove it to? Because I think of, it's just like a load of things, because I'm going to be 35 in July, right? I'm going to be 35. And I said to Steve, I said to my husband, I said, "You know what? Looking at how I look at the moment, okay, I'm not some sprightly little girl in my 20s. I'm not. I'm a married woman with a child. I've got a ton of responsibilities. I'm starting up my own business. I'm trying to do a ton of things in the real world. And I thought, and I'm trying to do this as well. And what am I actually, is this making me happy?" And I just said, actually, for the time being, no, it's not actually making me happy. I think because I put so much pressure on myself, it wasn't even about the training anymore. It was just me mentally. I lost it a bit. So I sort of had to calm myself down, and I feel like a huge weight's been lifted off my shoulders now, because I sort of say to myself, well, for a woman of my age who's had a child, who isn't in her 20s, I'm not in my 20s, I'm in my 30s, I'm going to be 35 in July, I look really good. I was like, for someone of my age who had a 9-pound baby, yes, I had an enormous child, for someone who's had a kid, who lost 5 stone of pregnancy weight, I look really good. I look around at other Asian women of my age, alright, I can't talk about European women, I don't know, right, but I compare myself to other Asian women, and I'm like, they don't look like me, they don't look like me, they don't have ripped abs, they don't have that. So I was like, so what am I actually killing myself for? What am I trying to do? What? So, I wouldn't say it's put me off doing it. It hasn't put me off doing it, but it's definitely, I'm glad I've done the contest diet because I know now how much I can actually lose it. And I am a very obsessive person, and I do give everything, not 100%, 200%. I weight train very heavy. To me, cardio, I'm not just la 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 la. That's not cardio to me. I hammer it. Every single session, I hammer it. And I think it was showing because my body looked exhausted and facially I looked exhausted. And plus the stress of everything else I put on myself about, you know, wanting to look a certain way, be a certain way. And I thought, I'm not even competing. I'm not even competing. Why am I doing this? You know, it made me think about what made me do this in the first place. You know, I used to train in my garage. You know, I'll do a video of my garage as well. But I started out training in my garage, and it was for the love of it. It was for the love of how weight training makes me feel, how it made, you know, just all of that. And I thought that was why I started doing this. I didn't start doing this to look at myself and get hung up on how I look, comparing myself to women who were like 10 years ahead of me. It's just ridiculous. And I thought, no. And the thing is, crew, I don't know whether I've got the genetics for this. I don't know whether, you know, I need time. So the decision that I've made is I would love to compete. I would absolutely love to compete. Am I going to do it right now? Hell no. There's just no chance, no hope in hell I'm going to do it yet. It's not the right time for me. I'm really glad I've done the contest diet. I'm really glad I've kind of given it a go, seen what it's about. I know exactly what to expect now, but I am going to have a very long off season. I've talked to my mentor about this. I mean, I said I don't want to compete for a good few years yet. I've made that decision, especially as I'm 100% natural, going up against women who are on a ton of stuff. I said I'm going to give myself a good few years because I want to build up my business. I want, you know, my work comes first. And I said I'm going to keep this as a hobby on the side. I'm going to continuously build muscle with your guidance. I'm going to build muscle and see how I turn out. In 4 years, 3-4 years, see what becomes of me. It'll be interesting. So I'm going to do another video in 3 or 4 years of my contest prep. And for me, it'll be interesting to see how my body changes in 3 to 4 years, because I am very disciplined. I love the discipline. I love the sort of how everything's regulated. I understand food. I understand how I need to eat. I like the discipline side. It really suits my personality. So I've sort of said that off season, very, very controlled bulk. I'm fine with that. I'm going to stay with that for a long, long time. Really, really train hard, build, see how much I can pack on in a couple of years, how much muscle I can pack on. I've also realised my stomach, this is not going to go. This is actually hanging out even more. My stomach is hanging out even more now because it is loose skin from where I had my daughter. So that's something else I need to think about. If I want to compete, I need to have cosmetic surgery done on my stomach to have that removed. Not the fat, there's no fat underneath. It's all my abs. I can feel them, they're rock hard. Like just like my top ones are. But this excess skin is just not going to go, and I am going to need surgery for that. So that's going to take time as well. So, you know, I just want to really enjoy my training, and I am really excited about the Ronnie Coleman sort of London seminars. I'm going to be at the London seminars because they're during the week. I'm going to be doing the London seminars, and I think it's just really interesting for someone starting out. Just how fascinated I am by the whole thing. And I have been tweeting Arnie as well, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have been tweeting him on Twitter because he is my inspiration, not only for weight training but for business as well. I think he's an incredible man for what he's achieved. I've always said it, and I'm applying his principles to business. And even on Twitter, I don't actually have time for the internet. I have to really make time for the internet. I don't really have time for it now because especially with what I want to do work-wise, I'm kind of building up to that. But it was also our wedding anniversary. It was mine and Steve's 9-year wedding anniversary a couple of weeks ago, which was really nice. It was really, really nice. So we've been married for 9 years. So that's what I mean, you know, I'm not some sprightly spring chicken with nothing, you know, with tons of time on my hands. I'm not. I'm trying to build up a business, and that is going to take, I'm going to be working 18-hour days. That's the reality. Where have I got time to sit and do stuff? I haven't. Everything has to be about my business now. But I'm still going to be training regardless. That's the thing. My training, I'm always going to make time for training, okay? But I will update this again soon, okay? Train hard. Mwah!